Like, I'm gonna need you to put your big girl panties on, you know?
Right, you always
not
tell. But no, she always not the one with the holes in the girl.
This nigga told me that if it was to come around, if Courtney said he wanted to be back with him, he would. Oh. So I'm like, well, shit. What the fuck?
So what does that leave you?
So why am I here? Why don't I play devil's advocate? He just said it's the mother. But hold on, my house. Courtney just said.
Ask him if you know Courtney's coming tonight. Why don't you invite the
They just said they get off in 30 minutes.
Do it.
He's coming over at 7.
Okay, and he can stay here. I'm down.
I'm a whole lot.
He said that he's coming to my house at 7. Let's go get some Mexican food because I'm the cutest girl on the face of the planet. I need another drink.
Oh, girl. Well, I don't know, y'all. Hopefully, we gonna see what happens. I know what's gonna go down.
Comments.
What do y'all feel? Let us know. We need to know what's going on because Susan's gonna do this in 2016.
Don't seem to be budging.
The partial government shutdown is now the longest in government history, and it's unclear if either side is willing to budge to broker a deal. At stake, President Trump's proposed border wall with Mexico, a hallmark promise of his campaign. The president says he does not want to declare a national emergency until he's exhausted all other options.
I want to give them a chance to see if they can act responsibly. They should act responsibly. We're talking about the border, and I have to say, a lot of the people that aren't getting their checks are letting us know we don't care. You've got to solve the crisis at the border. It's a humanitarian crisis, and it's national security. It's very important.
Democrats say if the president wants to make the wall a reality, he has to be willing to offer something in return.
I don't expect the president to capitulate. I do expect him to compromise. We're clearly not going to build a border wall funded by Mexico, but we should negotiate.
An emergency declaration would allow the president to fund the wall without congressional approval, but would almost certainly face a lengthy legal challenge.
I think there is a crisis at the border. I think it fits the definition of a national emergency. It's the last option, not the first option, but we're pretty close to that being the only option.
The president is expected to sign a bill this week which would provide back pay to the 800,000 federal workers still without a paycheck, but they wouldn't get the money until the government is reopened. In Washington, Molly Henneber, Fox News.
Today marks the 37th anniversary of a tragedy that so many in the nation's capital remember. A plane leaving Reagan covered in ice and snow barely got airborne before it crashed into the 14th and plunged into the Potomac. 74 people aboard Air Florida Flight 90 lost their lives, and 4 people on the bridge were also killed. 5 people did survive the crash, saved from the Potomac thanks to a daring Park Police helicopter crew and Good Samaritans standing on the banks of the river. The crash was caused by pilot error that had to do with ice on the wings of the plane.
Well, let's take a live look outside right now. When we saw the White House earlier this evening, the snow was just coming down in buckets. But now you can see it looks much clearer. You can actually see the White House.
Right. It looks like it's easing up out there tonight.
It is easing up. There is still snow, though, across the area, some of it becoming a little lighter in nature. If you take a look at satellite radar, you can see what we're saying. And then just a little bit of a dry spot here. But it's not over yet. We still have this to continue to move its way through. But we're getting closer to being on the back end of this, which is good. And watching this starting to taper off from west to east as it does move its way across. Now, here's a look at that back end. And you can see the back end of it still, as it was earlier, west of that I-81 corridor and west of Winchester, but we'll eventually start to see a lot of improvement. Here's where we've got the heaviest snowfall right now, primarily to areas of our south or southern Maryland getting hit with issues. And we're talking, once again, the refreeze and the icy spots. Ice is definitely a problem. Visibility a problem in any of the areas where the snow was continuing to come down. And on bridges and overpass also could be a danger. For tomorrow, your planner then, a very cold day. We're starting out at only 27 degrees at the 8 o'clock hour. It's not warming up much. Temperatures will only be into the 30s. I'll have your full 7-day forecast in a while.
And coming up, exclusive new details about an embattled local now refusing in Virginia.
And don't forget to share your snow photos with us. These are just a few that we've gotten today. We love to see them. Just make sure to use the hashtag Fox5 Snow Day when you're sharing on social media. We'll be right back.
Stay with us for Start Your Morning.
Plus, how much fiber do you need to stay healthy? We take a look at new guidelines.
And Kevin McCarthy talks to Nicole Kidman about the new season of Big Little Lies.
Plus, traffic and weather on the 5s tomorrow on Fox 5 Morning.
You don't want to cancel your plans. Cancel your cold. The one pill power of new Advil multi-symptom cold and flu knocks out your worst symptoms. Cancel your cold, not your plans. New Advil multi-symptom cold and flu.
I work hard to protect this tuchus and take care of any messy situations and put irritation in its place. And if I can get comfortable keeping this tuchus safe and protected, then you can get comfortable doing the same with yours. Preparation H. Get comfortable with it.
5-star gourmet restaurants, laid-back fish shacks. From a meal with an epic view to an intimate culinary affair. If you can't find something great to eat in the Florida Keys, you can always order online. The Florida Keys and Key West.
This is not a bet. It's a revolution in sleep. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed is on sale now during our lowest prices of the season. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to keep you comfortable. It can even warm your feet to help you fall asleep faster, so you wake up ready to your resolutions reality. Sleep Number is ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses by J.D. Power. It's the final days of the lowest prices of the season. The Queen Sleep Number 360 C4 smart bed is only $12.99 and Sunday. Sleep Number, proven quality sleep.
Man, those guys at Crop Metcalf are the best.
I gotta tell everybody.
You know Crop Metcalf does fix heating systems.
No hot water? Crop Metcalf can fix that.
Don't worry, Crop Metcalf does pest control.
Spider!
For all of your comfort needs, call Crop Metcalf, home of the 5-star technician.
Crop Metcalf is the one with 5 stars.
With the right ones behind you, you can be confident in the road ahead. Audi certified pre-owned. Vehicles proven to the highest Audi standards. Found exclusively at your Audi dealer. Pure confidence, pure assurance, pure Audi. Receive a 1.99% APR on select Audi models now during the certified pre-owned sales event. Fox 5 on Facebook. Like us at Fox Touch. Follow, engage.
The story you saw first here on Fox 5. A Virginia funeral home owner ordered to shut down his business is refusing to comply. Sean Reed worked in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. He's now awaiting trial following allegations he mixed up human remains, forged death certificates, and stole from customers. Now, we're uncovering new twists in this story.
He's doing good practice in Maryland. So how can they not know this and let him come to Virginia?
We get more calls and emails.
I'm paid for 4 death certificates. I only receive one.
After every new story about Sean Reed.
We don't even know whose ashes these are at this point in time. I got her ashes back in a beautiful little cardboard box.
The smell was so overwhelming that the family couldn't sit in the front row.
He shouldn't have never took my money if he wasn't licensed to do so.
Many people we've spoken to say they thought Reed was legitimate because of how they met him. We've learned in D.C., Reed's funeral home was part of the Burial Assistance Program for low-income residents. He was contracted with the city in 2016 and 17. Even though Reed had a license to own his business, he was never a licensed mortician, meaning he needed someone with a license to plan services, handle bodies, and sign death certificates. In 2017, the district found out he was doing that work himself and fined him $18,000, which he still has not paid. While the case was turned over to the Office of the Attorney General, there were no charges. Just a few months later, Maryland State Police launched an investigation into Reed. They say because he wasn't licensed, he forged documents and even swapped 2 sets of ashes because he was behind on cremating one of the bodies. Meanwhile, Reed had moved on to Dumfries, Virginia, opening a funeral home again, despite not having a mortician's license. And again, he got connected with local government and ended up on the police department's list of funeral homes to transport bodies and hold them for families. That's even though Reed is not allowed to store bodies here at his business under his permit with the town of Dumfries. He was only supposed to sell caskets and urns and help plan funerals. The town ordered him to remove his sign 2 weeks ago.
I believe it's his intent to appeal. I don't think he agrees with the decision to abate the sign.
Dumfries Mayor Derek Wood agrees there needs to be better communication.
We need to have some type of uniform code checklist that everybody looks at.
I found out tonight that they will vote Tuesday on whether to permanently revoke Reed's license and take additional steps to get that sign for his business removed.
Coming up, a new app is rolling out in the DMV that could have you skipping your next trip to the gas station. We'll show you how it works.
The dual power reclining sofa with dual power headrests, only $7.99. Or my dual reclining console love seat with dual power headrests, hidden storage, and cup holders, also $7.99. Game time, family time, or do nothing but recline time.
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Ready to conquer winter? Then it has to be a Honda SUV. More people.
We play football. Now we own a cupcake shop. I love this new Surface Pro. It's light, it's sleek, it's fast. Cupcakes are great.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to SmackDown Live. Please welcome Charlotte Flair. No better way to kick off a Tuesday night than with the Queen herself. It was last week here on SmackDown Live that it was Charlotte Flair who was extremely facetious in her excitement for Becky Lynch, who is technically slated to face Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. However, the knee injury Becky Lynch suffered at the Royal Rumble match was not only apparent to Charlotte Flair last week here on SmackDown, but also last night on Raw to Stephanie McMahon.
You do not see the doctor. I am going to be forced to suspend you.
You say that again, I'm not going to be responsible for my actions, Steph.
As of this moment, Becky Lynch, you are suspended from WWE.
Stephanie McMahon has not trusted doctors throughout the last few months here in WWE. As this could prove to be the single worst decision of Becky Lynch's career, as we saw in self-defense, Stephanie McMahon kicking Becky Lynch in the already injured knee. The question now is, Becky Lynch becoming more of a liability now because of that knee injury? I think Becky Lynch got to be questioned whether or not that was self-defense race. Regardless of what went down last night on Raw.
You know they say the only thing more dangerous than ignorance is arrogance. And last night, Becky Lynch's arrogance got the best of her. She refused medical attention. She beat up Stephanie McMahon. She refused medical attention. Man, it was her rogue behavior that got her suspended. And I really hope Bax is thinking more clearly today. I mean, I hope she sees the doctor. I hope she goes to rehab. But most importantly, I just hope she's healthy for WrestleMania. Becky! Yes, I'm so happy for her too! Yeah! Keep chanting, yeah! Because, you know what? I know someone healthy. And would love to face Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania.
Oh no. Becky Lynch is suspended. What is she doing?
Security! Make sure this fan has a ticket! You know what? It's one thing. It's one thing to take my dad's catchphrase, but it's another to steal Roman Reigns' entrance. Oh, there she is, limping across the... Come on! Can someone help her over the barricade? You know you got a bad knee. Come on, Bex. Get over here trying to steal my spotlight again. All right, let me help you. All right, Charlotte. All right, Charlotte, stop boring the people to death. Excuse me? You're the one that dropped out of clown school. And the man is back on SmackDown Live. She's on SmackDown, living on SmackDown. Why? And I still beat you. If you think that you're taking my spot the rest of me, you're out here, diabolical.
I think the landscape of this situation is about to change. Look in the eyes of... That's enough. That is enough. Stop. Becky, you were suspended. You were not supposed to be here. You know that. I know that. Go home.
That's right, she's suspended. Yeah.
See the doctor. You want the suspension gone? See the... Charlotte, this does not concern you. Get out of here. Guys, back up. It's between you and I. This doesn't concern her. You were suspended as of now, right? As of last night. Go home. You want to get unsuspended? You want to go to WrestleMania? You want to face Ronda Rousey? It's simple. See the doctor. Get cleared. As simple as that.
You know what my issue is? I don't trust you. I don't trust any of this in good faith.
You don't have to trust it. It is what it is. You want to get cleared? You want the suspension lifted? See the doctor. Get medically cleared. Go to WrestleMania and the Rousey. That's all you gotta do. Until then, go home.
How's Steph? Did you make sure she was medically cleared? You know, after I pushed her in the face.
You know, it's funny, I didn't see it until now. Now it's clear. I've seen this a million times. I didn't know. I'm not sure why I didn't see it. I bought into this whole I'm the man crap just like they did. But the truth is, Becky, you're not the man at all, are you? That's a lie. You're just a self-destructor. Afraid of failure, aren't you? That's all this is. You can stand there with that smug look on your face, but I can see the look in your eye. You know I'm right. You are just looking to be a martyr. You are looking for a way out of this whole thing. That is why when you scratched and clawed your way to the top pinnacle of your career and you got that Survivor Series match with Ronda Rousey, you recklessly came to Raw the next night looking for a way out. And you got that way out, didn't you? You knew that was a suicide mission, but you did it anyways. And the second you got in there, you came out the next night, the martyr, and you blamed all of us, and you blamed the doctor. What was that term you used? Medical prison, was that it? You're in medical prison. That's another way of saying convenient excuse. That is why now you're out here doing the exact same thing. You scratched and clawed your way back to that opportunity, to the opportunity to go to WrestleMania. Hey, just like I told her, this doesn't concern you. Shut your mouth. You scratched and clawed your way to an opportunity to go to WrestleMania and face Ronda Rousey, and now here we are again with the convenient excuse looking for a way out. When the truth is, you're just afraid, aren't you? You're afraid. You're scared. That's what this is all about. You're afraid to go to the doctor. You're scared of what the doctor might say. And to be honest, right now, I don't even think you're injured. Is your knee even hurt? Or is this just an act to find a way out? You're scared. You won't go to the doctor because you're scared of what he'll say. That you're scared. You're scared. You're scared he'll tell you you can go to WrestleMania and you can face Ronda Rousey. You're scared, Becky, because if you do, you're afraid that at WrestleMania, Ronda Rousey will expose you as the fraud that you are. You are afraid that on the biggest stage of them all, with the whole world watching, you will prove to everyone that Becky Lynch fears Ronda Rousey.
You can't be in charge of the system in the NFL is that. They have a responsibility.
2 nights in a row, Becky Lynch has assaulted a member of the McMahon family.
When you want to stand with us. You want to ignore our issue and our community. Right.
What is Becky Lynch doing? I wonder if those scathing words from the COO had any impact whatsoever. You gotta wonder if they may be absolutely true. Maybe Becky Lynch is looking for a way out. Maybe Becky Lynch does fear Ronda Rousey. Maybe the pressure of being the man is a little too much for Becky Lynch.
Plenty of uncertainty for Lynch on her road to WrestleMania. Meanwhile, perhaps the biggest speed bump on that road runs through the Elimination Chamber. Dan Bryan has to defend his WWE title inside the Elimination Chamber tonight. 2 of his 5 opponents.
opponents go one-on-one for the first time ever. Ali and Orton. And 2 weeks before the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, where Daniel Bryan defends his championship tonight, he will go one-on-one with Jeff Hardy, who took great offense to Bryan throwing the WWE Championship in the trash last